Hi, we're Tony and Sarah Zalecki, and we get to share with you how to have an amazing social.
Socials are how you launch your business successfully here at Modere. And to have a great social, be sure to follow these simple steps and tips over the next few minutes. So make sure you have your Modere social checklist and be ready to take some notes. The social checklist is a step-by-step guide so you know exactly what to do before the social, during the social, and after the social. It's a great tool. Set the date and get inviting. Now, this training is not designed to teach you how to invite and follow up. You want to make sure that you go to your back office and download the One Voice stock back there. That'll teach you exactly how to invite and follow up. But make sure you do that. Make sure you're prepared because you want to make sure you have a fun event, a stress-free event, and you know exactly how to do it from start to finish.
One of the most important things on the checklist is what we call designate a social buddy. So what does that mean? We've all heard of the buddy system before, right? Well, this is no different. This buddy system here is that they're just gonna help you have an amazing social. So find a friend, find a family member, find someone that can help you take on these activities to have an amazing social. Now, if possible, you definitely want to use what we call an expert. An expert can be your mentor, it can be your upline. They're just great, right? I mean, they're there to help assist you. Now, understand, if they can't be there, that doesn't mean you can't have an amazing social, right? I mean, we have a great system that's put together that we've created fantastic tools that do all the heavy lifting for you being brand new. But now, if you do end up having someone, whether they be live, electronically, right? So maybe it's Skype, maybe it's a phone call, whatever platform you're using, make sure you test out the equipment before. We want this to be super fun, an amazing environment. So just a side note, make sure you test everything out before you start your social. You want your guests to be really excited about the Modere ID experience before they even get there. So what you need to do is make sure that they know that they're gonna have a first-hand experience with the hottest skincare system out there. Now, obviously, we want everyone to participate, but to have a really great social, make sure you designate at least one person right prior to the event that knows that they're gonna do the demonstration. And as you guys know with the experience, we have to clean our face and do all those things. So you don't want them to be surprised. You want them to know exactly what to expect when they come to their social. One of the most powerful parts of a social is a product testimonial. So we encourage you to find a social marketer, a current customer, someone that's had an amazing experience with the ID system, or even the personal care products to share their story, but make sure they know ahead of time, right? So when they come, they're prepared and they can do a really great job. Now make sure to have your social in the best place of your home for entertaining. Now, one thing I do want to tell you though, don't rearrange your house, right? This isn't normal. You want to be normal when you have this social. But I will tell you the space, it should be really close to your TV. It should have a DVD player. Also, you know, where you can play like background audio for music and all that stuff. And also obviously a place for seating and then demoing also the Modere display products as well. Now, also too, make sure, you know, a lot of us, we have distractions in our house. We have pets, we have got kids. Make sure that they're entertained in a different room. Now, prior to the social, play the introduction to Modere video on the actual equipment that you're gonna be using during the social. Plus, you'll get more familiar, you'll be comfortable with the entire Modere story.
A great way to set the mood for your social is to download the Modere playlist from your social checklist. Now, I know a lot of us have our own music that we like and it's what we want to play, but this is music that we put together so that the energy is great and your social is amazing. It's so important to have your supplies ready for the Modere ID experience. Clean white washcloths and towels, a few hair ties or headbands, a mirror, Modere makeup remover, cleanser, and exfoliant. And last, make sure you have plenty of pens as well as materials from your social kit. Next, print out your social sign-up sheets that are located in your back office, and I like to print out several of them so I have them for my next socials.
Now, on the day of your social, make sure you connect with your guests, whether you text them, whether you call them. It's just a kind of a reminder to say, hey, don't forget about the social tonight. We all know that life can get crazy, and these reminders play a huge role in having a really great show up at your social. For the experience area, make sure to have your Modere pop-up tents and product displays set up in a couple different areas. Now, only set up the products that were included in your Social Pro collection. We want to make sure that you keep it just to these products because these products were strategically selected because they have an amazing experience and people absolutely love them. Make a few catalogs available for people to look at, also the Clean Living brochures and the Modere ID brochures. Place your order forms and your Modere ID products in one place so that you know exactly where everything is once the social gets started. Last but not least, plan to be all set up and ready to go at least 30 minutes before the social is ready to start. Now that your social's set up, let the fun begin.
As guests begin to arrive, welcome them and ask them to sign in. Let each guest know what time you are going to start. Set that expectation and then start on time. And don't wait for that friend who is always late or is always on their way. It's so important to respect people's time and the people that are there on time. Remind your guests as they arrive to cleanse their face for the Modere ID experience.
Mix and mingle with the guests while you wait for others to arrive. Be sure to invite them to the experience area to check out and try your display products and to look at all the catalogs and brochures. Now, 5 minutes before start time, remind all the guests to have their faces washed and they're ready to go. When it's time to begin, invite everyone to grab a seat. Have your social buddy move people in, get them situated, and get seated while you stand at the front of the room ready to go. Remember, the tools will do all the work for you, so be relaxed and just smile.
Once everyone is seated, you'll kick off with a short introduction, less than 60 seconds. Your introduction needs to be simple and relatable. This is where you will show your passion and energy for the business. For more help on this, go to the back office under the One Voice training doc and you can get more specifics on how to do that.
So here's an example of what you can do when you're introducing the social. Thanks so much for being here tonight, guys. I feel so fortunate to be able to share something new and really exciting with you. Now, after we watch this short video, you're going to get a chance to hear from my business partner and hear their perspective on why they love Modere. Now, also in that, make sure you include 3 or 4 very short points about your expert to build credibility. So, for example, I love to say these 4 things. I love to say that this person's having success. I love to talk about they have all the facts. I love to say they love helping people. And the best part is they love to have fun. So after doing the introduction to the social and edifying your expert, you want to share your own story about why you're so excited about Modere. Your testimonial, it should be really simple, short, and really relatable. Here's an example of a personal story. Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've got 2 beautiful kids, a 9-month-old and a 3-year-old, and my life is full. What I love the most about Modere is the fact that it allows me to work this business part-time. I have flexible hours and I can make a great income. The best part about it is I don't miss anything in my children's life. Remember to keep the introduction to 60 seconds or less.
Next, push play and let the Modere video tell the story. You should be engaged the entire time the video plays. Sit in the front, have great energy, put your phone away, no texting, don't be talking to your guest, and just really be in that moment.
After the video is played, this is where you will want to include any testimonials from the guests who may already have tried Modere products or are promoting Modere with you. If you have guests who can share both a product or business testimonial, lead with the product testimonials first. The secret to a testimonial is they're only 30 seconds or less, they have high energy, and they're heartfelt. Here are 3 points to make testimonials really powerful. Number 1, say your name. Number 2, talk about what you do or used to do. And 3, explain how Modere has changed your life or lifestyle and share the benefits experienced with using Modere ID. No matter how small the victory may seem to you, every story is powerful in its own way. Make sure the person giving the testimonial has been prepped in advance to know what to do when they're sharing and also how long they have to share. Now it's experience time. You'll want to walk your guests through the application process step by step. Be excited and point out that they are some of the very first people to try this new breakthrough anti-aging technology. Now, before passing out the product, make sure you explain what they're going to do with the very first step, infusion. Here's an example of what you can say when you're explaining the first step. Now, before we start, I want you to look in the mirror and notice your skin. We're all here to try a new anti-aging product, and I want all of you guys to notice those areas on your face that you hope to see improvement right away. I'm going to come around and give each of you 5 pumps of the infusion. Apply the product using your fingertips in a light sweeping motion. Do not rub it in though, like a moisturizer or a lotion. Once you've applied it, the product will go to work. After giving the instructions, walk around the room and dispense the product. If you dispense product before instructions, people will not listen to you. Be sure to coach them if needed as they apply the infusion. Depending on the comfort level of your guest, you may ask if you can record them using infusion. Great reactions make excellent social media content. As guests begin applying the product to their face and the oxygenation comes to life, Ask people what they're feeling. Point out that what they're feeling means the product is delivering and infusing the ingredients to their skin. Explain that the foam will dissipate to clear in a few minutes and become tacky. They may also feel a firming sensation. Suggest that normally they'd leave the product on for a few minutes longer, but for the demo, it's time to rinse it off for the next step. Give instructions of what to do next. I like to mention, lightly rinse it with water and pat dry. Never rub with a towel. Allow time for everyone to rinse their face and get back to their seats. Once everyone's situated, you can now explain the instructions to step 2, defense. Here's an example of how you can explain step 2. All right, this next step is defense. This is a revolutionary, first of its kind, probiotic, anti-pollution shield. It will leave your skin feeling incredible. I'm going to dispense a small amount into your hand and you can apply it to your entire face. With this product, you can actually work it into the skin like you would any moisturizer. Dispense the product and allow everyone to massage it into their skin. Now you can say something like this. Before we look in the mirror, I want you to pay attention to how your skin feels. Soft and smooth. Now as you look in the mirror, pay attention to the area around your eyes, since that's the area that usually gives our age away. In a trial study, 87% of the subjects reported a reduction in wrinkles. Now look at the overall appearance of your skin. Notice your skin tone, texture, and luminosity. Maybe you're wondering, what is skin tone and luminosity? Well, it's what gives you a well-rested, stress-free look to your skin. Take time to go around to 1 or 2 people and help point out the improvements you see on their skin.
Once the demonstration is over, hand out the order forms. The objective here is to close the room and explain the special Modere ID offer. If you are using an expert who will be virtually joining you, text them a couple minutes before you are going to dial them in. You can do this while everyone is demoing the product. Once your expert is ready, do a short introduction of them by sharing their name, where they're from, their professional background, a business accomplishment, a personal fact, then turn the time over to your expert. If your expert is joining virtually, be sure to mute the line on your end. Whether you or an expert is wrapping up the social, you will do it in a similar format. This is what we would say. Modere has made a big difference in my life, and this is why I'm so passionate about sharing. Thank you for supporting me and sharing your time. After watching the video and learning more about Modere tonight, you may be interested in using Modere ID as a customer, and you may see that there's a really big opportunity here to create additional income for you and your family. So for those who want to be customers, simply fill out the order information. We have a very special offer with an additional value over $50 if you subscribe to receive Modere ID monthly. All you need to do is check the box next to Shop Smart. By checking the box, you will immediately save $29.99 off the price of the Modere ID system. Plus, you are immediately going to receive a $25 shopping credit to spend right now. There are a couple of collections of products suggested right on the form. I recommend the cleanser and the exfoliant. However, you can pick whatever you like. Here's the best part. Each month you receive your Modere ID, you will receive an additional $25 shopping credit to try Modere's other Live Clean products. I love it because first, I want Modere ID, and second, I am saving money on products I would be buying anyway, like shampoo, laundry detergent, toothpaste, and more. And Modere products are safer and actually work better. For those who want to become a social marketer, the timing is great. We truly have a first-to-market opportunity. With Modere Social Retail model, you can truly build a business all over the globe. After you've filled out the first side of the page to shop smart with Modere ID, find the special collections designed to help you launch a successful Modere business. For the best start, we recommend a Modere sample set and the Social Pro collection. By choosing at least 2 of the business collections, you'll be qualified to earn free product, a Modere experience, and an escape trip through our fast track method called Path to Escape.
So find out if there's any questions in the room. So if you're using an expert and the expert's helping you with your social, sometimes in the room, the guests, they get a little bit shy, they get a little apprehensive. You know what? Don't be afraid to ask the first question. right? Now, if you're not using an expert, guess what? No big deal. Again, you can have a great social. Maybe just share with them some of the questions that you had, when you were looking at the business and the answers, and just kind of help them, move along, because that's really your goal, right? Your goal is to help them make a decision whether they want to be a customer or a social marketer, and you just want to help them move through that process. Now, keep your answers short. You don't want them to be long, drawn-out explanations. You're brand new, and it's okay to say that you're brand new. You don't want to try to bluff your way through it, right? I mean, people can smell that a mile away. If all of a sudden you're answering questions kind of halfway, you find yourself digging this huge hole, and it's not a fun experience. So if you don't know, it's okay. Tell them you don't know. You'll get back to them. Use the great tools that we have to help you get those questions answered. The goal is to have your guests make a decision. Are they interested in being a social marketer, or are they interested in being a customer? Now, don't forget, before you wrap up, they need to know about the special offer of how they can get Modere ID for free. So this is how we would share the offer. One last thing that I want to mention is for all of you guys joining as a customer or a social marketer who would love to get theirs for free. All you need to do is just share 3 and yours is free. Super simple. The best way to do this is you just got to get with us, schedule a social at your house. Now, we'll go through the same simple process, and when you have 3 friends who want to shop smart and subscribe to Modere ID, yours is free. Now, how many people do you know right now that would definitely want to try this? A lot, right? So really simple. We'll help you fill out this form, and we'll help you do 1 of 2 things. We'll help you either live clean or get paid to live clean, or guess what? Even do both. Now, help each guest fill their form out. For guests who are joining as a social marketer, give them our next steps form and set a time to follow up the very next morning to get them started. This is a really important step. Now, for customers who want to live clean for free, set a date for their social.
When your social ends, congratulate yourself. You did it. Way to go. Great job. And remember, while it's fresh on your mind, think about the things that went really well during that social, things that could have been better so you can implement that on your next social. And just remember, here at Modere, everything's a learning experience and we're just having fun. When it comes to socials, follow-up is key. The people that attended those socials, the people that bought product and became customers, the people that joined your business as social marketers, but most importantly, don't forget to follow up with the people that didn't attend. That is so crucial and so important.
Now, for your guests who attended but didn't order, make sure to drop them a note, email them, text them to thank them for being part of the social. Send them the Modere Share the Love offer and let them know that they'll receive the $10 shopping credit. And don't forget to ask for referrals. For your guests who placed orders, thank them for the order and let them know how much you appreciate them attending the social. Now, also remind them of the Live Clean offer and how easy it is to share for Modere.com, and that they will receive the $10 shopping credit for each referral that buys. Now, for the guests that join your business, follow-up is so important with them. You want to make sure they get off to a great start. Tony and I like to say we want to set them up to win. So what does that mean? So following up 24 hours for sure, no later than that, and sit down with them and go through a plan. And your plan of action is really simply the next steps. And that will really set them up to really have a great start from the beginning.
And just because someone doesn't join your social, it doesn't mean that they're not interested. We have to follow up and be consistent with that follow-up. So you can send them to Modere.com, you can send them a link, a text, you can mail or drop off samples, you can set up a one-on-one demo with them, but be persistent and really be resilient, because it's all about timing, and we know people are really busy in their everyday life.
Launching your Modere business should be fun and really rewarding. Just follow these 3 things. Number 1, keep it simple. Number 2, follow along on the checklist. And number 3, make sure to use the amazing tools that are in the Modere Social Kit. If you follow those 3 things, you'll hit a home run with your very first social.